Microsoft and Google had a really good news, earnings. So it's crazy that Microsoft just kind of tanked.
Microsoft and Google had
Good earnings.
the really good news.
They had really good earnings. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking. Let me share screen. Hold on one second.
So I don't know about the guidance, the core, you know how sometimes even
Yeah, earnings guidance can really like
yeah.
shit, but let me.
See, that's why I prefer to play after earnings.
Yeah. Let's take a look here. Yeah, they're coming back down to the bottom of this rectangle here. See how they add 200.
Yes.
They're still sheesh. You see this rectangle right here? It bursted above on earnings, and then it's coming back down to test the bottom of this level, which is your support now. See if they can hold it. I mean, they had a little
Run up, but
yeah, but then overnight, because that was all done. Yeah, they rejected. Yeah. Let me see what else looks like. I wonder if they rejected too. I mean, they can't push above this level here. It's crazy because when I took the put, I took it right before this little run up here.
Yeah.
After this run up, it came down. It still hasn't been able to push past this level here. Look, they've been on this level here for a long time. But I'm gonna still wait because I don't know. They're pushing on top of it though.
Oh yeah, but the fact that they're just stagnant in one place, so I would hate to be in an option. I hate when I'm in options and they do that.
Yeah. Let's take a look at SPY here. SPY still consolidating. I mean, they did hit a high yesterday at 456.
Yeah,
Look, they're coming back on top of this level again. You see this?
that's 454, man. That's a beast. It's like
yeah, 456.7, and they hit it over here too. And then that's when they rejected and came back down, came back on it, but we're coming back on this 454 again. So that's why I said, and it looks a little bit like, I don't know, like there's not a lot of volume.
Yep.
Not very much volume at all in that pre-market anyway. Yep. See how this is coming down right now? And this
Yep. But remember, you always said that 454 was a really strong level. And then you said it looked like they're going to go to 456. And you see how it's hard.
Yeah.
Alternating between 456 and 454.
Yeah, because it's still, I feel like there's still a tug of war going on right now. It's still a tug of war. And you can even see how like it's starting to point down here.
Yes.
Yeah. But once they get here, I mean, they could definitely turn and come back this way. So, like I said, we kind of got to play the rest of this month out and wait to see if we can even like push past this level. Because if you take a look at it on the monthly, I mean, we don't have, like I said, we don't have any reversal signs, right? We don't have any reversal signs right now. But on the weekly, they did have this little wick here. Show that there was some selling pressure. But as you see, we opened up this week, we're here. So yeah, that's why I said it's a little iffy right now. If we're gonna burst past, because if we burst past this 456, our next level of resistance is up here. It's about 464.
Okay.
Yeah, 460.3. So that's what I'm looking at. Are we gonna reject it? We're gonna break through? Like, what's the deal here?
Morning, Londo.
Good morning.
Good morning, Londo.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, and also, guys, we've been kind of like watching Walmart, so we'll pull this up here too.
Yes.
Right, so
you should have made money yesterday, Des.
Yeah, I did. And like towards the end, it came back up. I'm gonna tell you guys why I chose the levels I chose, because I knew two things. Okay, either Walmart was strong enough to where it was only gonna go to the first support, which was the one. It was like I had it at like 158.7 or somewhere like that. They were either gonna be strong enough to where they're only gonna hit the first support before they come up, or they were gonna have a pullback strong enough to take it to the 200 in May. So it was either two. So that's why I had both of these for entries. Because if you know, I knew that if it was strong enough, it was gonna come up here, but I mean, it's still, you know, we're still in it or whatever. But if we fell below here, this would be the next level. So that's why I had these two levels here. And you can see, I mean, I don't know, I see a little bit of strength. You see how it's lower here, it's higher here, we're about 50. That's just on the 1 hour though. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour, we're still overbought. But you know, there's still a little bit of strength showing, but primarily for me was the weekly. See how the weekly's pointing up above, and see how this candle is holding right now. So for me, I would like to at least by Friday, of course, if we close above this 155, it still does show that we're still, you know, we're still good, but closing above this 158 is even stronger signs for me. So if we can close above this 158, that's good, because you see how it broke this 158 here on the weekly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had 6 weeks staying above, and then we open above this level here, or at this level, and we're above it. If we can stay above it, that's definitely good signs they're going to keep going. Monthly, and you can see I created this little bullish pattern here. So I think the higher time frames, we still have a lot of strength in Walmart. But you know, time will tell. And this is our breakout target right here.
172.
Yeah, 172. So that's where we're at right now. Now we're trying to bust above this wall here, but you could see this is where the gap was.
Because yesterday I was trying to get a call at the 158. I think it was 58 or 57 level I had marked. So
Right
it
around
went
here.
there once, but then I was waiting to see if it would go back down to the one, because the market was kind of reddish. I was trying to see if it would go to the 157 for even a better entry, but it never did. It held its own.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
it's
had a
holding this
automatic buy
158.
order. I had an automatic buy order. It never got filled yesterday.
Yeah.
You said you had a what?
I had an
Set
automatic
a buy order.
at 157 something, and it
Yeah.
didn't get filled.
No.
Down here, like.
And then I regretted not taking it at the 158.57. Because it would have been a quick scalp. You could have still made a little money on it.
Yeah, for me, the 158 was because of the open above here. See how it broke out of this level here?
Yes.
158, it was kept rejecting here. And then it opened up above. So that's why I was like, okay, if it's still really strong, then it's going to only stop here.
Yeah, exactly. That was a good entry. But my rationale was because of the, you know, the way the market was, the catalyst and stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought it would, you know, go down in sympathy.
Go down in sympathy. But you know, you can always have like a lot of buy-ins in certain areas, because it may not even hit that initial buy-in that we had, which was at like 156. It may not even go back down there.
I don't think it will. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think it will.
Yeah, and that's why, like, you know, if you have, you know, a couple entry areas, like significant support areas, if it's still really strong and it's like moving, sometimes when a stock is breaking out and it's really strong, it doesn't go all the way back to its initial support. Remember, that's like the you know, that's like one of the main principles when you're dealing with a stock that's trying to break out.
Right.
It's the strength, because sometimes the strength can be so strong that it doesn't even come back to that initial support to retest it. So
what I do, I just ease in gradually. Like I would buy like a few contracts and hold back a few just in case, you know. There's a
see, you're learning strategy. You see how it's like everything is so strategic, you know. Like, okay, once you make the final decision, now you got to decide, okay, well, where do I want to fill? Where do I want to, you know what I mean? Like, where do I want to go in at? And then like for me, I had a few marks just in case, right? Just in case, you know, it was, if it did pull back something, I could get it in at lower, you know, get in a little lower here. But in case the strength was really strong, at least, you know, I know I'll get filled over here. But of course, you got to have your stop. And as the stock moves up, we'll be changing our stop. So right now I got my stocks a little bit right below the last low, which was a little bit below the 153. But as the stock breaks, if we can break above this 158 this month, then I'll move the stop to like 155. Right. And it'll go up. And as the stock moves up, you're also going to move your stop. So that way, if something does drastically happen and we get
You
some
still
crazy
come out with
catalyst
profit,
and it
yeah.
does like a Microsoft thing or whatever, you know, one of the
Mm,
Microsoft moves, and, you know what I mean? Get us out in profit.
You've
London,
been
aren't you
watching,
glad you didn't pray Microsoft
you've been watching Microsoft. Damn.
and Google, but Google was the winner.
Who went down there?
Oh
Yeah.
no, Google went up to almost 132.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, Google freaking broke out of this big on level. Yeah, but can they freaking hold? That's crazy with Microsoft. Like,
Yeah, that's why we were shocked at Microsoft because it's like,
they broke out of the pattern, then came back down. They didn't just test the pattern; they went all the way back down to the low
yep,
of the pattern.
337. I was like, are you serious
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, Google broke back above this level here, but they just where did they close at? 122? Where are they at right now?
Wow, I'm just seeing Microsoft.
132. Yeah, they made a little $10 move.
Yep, but that'll be a nice ride back up there. Let's get on it.
Microsoft?
Yeah. I mean, Microsoft had hit 366. Now it's at 337. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this pin bar though, like, this is sellers trying to push it back down.
Exactly. So the next breakout, we want to be there for it.
Oh, guys, I was looking at the chart and I set an alert too at this 255 level, but I got busy yesterday. I didn't do an automatic.
At which one?
DHR. So I took this.
Oh.
Stock, yeah, I took this stock a while back too. So I took this flag pattern right here. You see during it was like, I think it was like about a year and a half ago, somewhere like that. I took this flag pattern. So this flag here, and I took this breakout. I got this move here, guys, from this flag pattern here. But what I was seeing is that this month here, like we're kind of, you see how we had hit the top and then we started pulling back. So for me, this appears that like we're trying to head back up. I had this level here, 277 as like the target, but it was like 255 I set my alert for. See right here? And it hit it yesterday, but you know, I didn't have like no automatic buy-ins. And look here on the daily too. You see how we just pushed above the 200 MA? Yeah. So we had this little shot up here, came above the 200 MA. We're sitting here. So I have my alert set at 255. Let's see where it's at right now.
It's at 253.
Yeah, it's a little look. Yeah, it's right here.
You know, they
you see
opened.
yesterday it shot the freaking.
They opened at 247. That was a $6 move, Des.
Let's see. But you see they're back below. Let me take a look at the daily here. Let me see where they're at right now. They're back below this level here, so 248. So they're back down here. See, they're below the 200 MA.
At 253?
They're like around 258, I think 248. That's what I see in pre-market. Let me see.
No, right now they're at 250.
They're about right there.
So
but I like them on the higher time frames though. Hold on. So let's take out this level here. And so yeah, so this is kind of where they're at. You can see they're kind of volatile right now, but and they're a little overbought.
Have any news
here? Yeah, see this here, when I seen this little guy right here, here, like them breaking above this 200 MA was big because you see how they've been below the 200 MA and then they finally above it. So they're right here now below it, but they haven't completed its pattern. See how it's kind of coming up a little bit. If we can get above this freaking level here, like
what's that level?
This is the 50 on the slow RSI here. We need to stay above this 200 MA. So that's like 249-ish, 249 here, like on the weekly. But you know, we still got today, Thursday, and Friday. If we can close above this 200 MA, open up above a little higher, like this could be a reversal, but it also could be a continuation. And you can see here we're at the bottom. See how where this flag was before? It hit that bottom of the flag. See?
So that's something not
support, and that's where it took off at. Yeah. And this is the top of the flag, which is about right here
Mm.
in this area. So this could be a reversal back down, or it could be, you know, a continuation. And that's what I'm kind of looking at. Right now. Just kind of eyeing.
What is the, if it breaks out, what is the intended target though?
Well, right now it's, I had like I think it was like 278.
278. That's a good, that's a
Yeah,
good.
about around this area somewhere. Yeah, right there.
Hmm.
It's about what I have.
That's a good price target, because that's like a $20, $25 move. Oh,
Yeah, and if you can get it down here, but this,
yeah.
that's why I had it, that's why I had my marker here, because we got to stay above this 200 MA. If we can get this, if we can get this to at least stay above the 200 MA, and we can get a continuation candle here, then your next move would be a potential breakout.
London, put that on the list.
And here too, you see how it was overbought for a long time. You have this low, you got this higher low, and like I would like to see us coming above the 52. So yeah, so this here was, yeah, the 278, because you could see the target.
The 25th was when? Was that yesterday?
25, yeah.
So it went to 259.95 yesterday. What was happening, man? That was the high yesterday, 259.95. So it's trying to do something.
Yeah, you can see it trying to, yeah. But this candle isn't even completed. So, you know, we got to finish out this month and finish out this week here too. But yeah, I was kind of
lucky for us, it won't be long. Because Monday is the 30th. So it depends on how it closes on Monday.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how they close on Monday and towards the end of this week. I don't know. I haven't made no decision about them. I just kind of been watching them though, because that was a nice little pullback, and you're at a very significant support level here. And you can see how it's a little higher than here, right? A little higher. This was the last breakout here, and then it came all the way back down, created a higher low. So yeah.
Because for me, it's like yesterday, even if it had opened like say at 247 and it went to a high of 259, that's like $12. That's a lot.
Yeah, oh yeah, it went crazy yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, because I had my alert set, but I was doing some stuff. I was not even really
in the market. It was yesterday. That was a coup. That was good.
But I knew I seen that they went high, and then I had my marker back at right. Well, I think when they went high here, I had it at around like 255 like potential entry, but you could see they even fell below it. So
yes.
But we'll keep an eye on them though, and see,
definitely.
Yeah, see how they want to move. But they're good though. Like when I did the swing trading, and I took that position with them, yeah, they were really nice. My mentor actually gave me this trade here. He was like, "Great, take this trade."
And they're not too bad on the price, range. Like,
all right, let's look at Apple. Apple's still fighting this 194 area. They want to freaking.
Man, I'm so sick of Apple. I hate Apple. I really do.
They are still fighting this area here. I don't think
that's Londell's favorite stock, but I hate
Apple.
That's their favorite stock.
Because Apple is a market mover, but they're not moving.
But never when you want them to though. Like they can really cook your contracts, when you feel sure of them. And they can stay stagnant for a whole long time. And as soon as your contracts are cooked, they move.
Yeah. Well, they're either going to break above this level or they're going to reject it. And at some point, they're going to have to make a move.
Yep, exactly. You always have to catch them at the right time. I hate that.
Let's look at SQQQ. Let's see where they're consolidating here too, trying to hold. They closed at 17.5.
But I actually want them to fall to like $13 so I could buy the stock.
You can buy that.
Because at some point, give it a year, it'll be back on top.
Yeah, they're trying to push above this 200 in May right now. they're fighting, they're trying to come up. Like, I mean, I do see like the patterns. I see some
Yeah.
patterns, like, look at this W here. Because if they go, SPY's rejecting.
Exactly.
SPY's rejecting. They're pointing up here and they're above, they just pushed above this 200 MA pre-market.
Hmm.
But again, guys, we're kind of like stagnant right now. We're very
Exactly.
stagnant.
Until you think they're waiting until the interest rate comes up. That's
Isn't
why
that today?
yeah, today's a
time?
big day. It's not even early. London, isn't that at 2 o'clock? It's at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it's around 2:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Powell is speaking
Oh.
after. So yeah.
Every time I see pin bars like this shows me what could potentially happen for the day.
Yeah. Wow.
QQQ.
Oh my God, that's a long pin bar.
That's
What
that's
the?
that means that the sellers pushed it all the way down, and then there's sellers here. Pushed it all the way down. Buyers pushed it back up though. But if I
Yep.
see these pin bars pre-market, it just tells me that there's potential sellers here in the area. Let me see where that's at on
Mhm.
the. Damn, that's fucking down here, y'all. 355. That's down here.
Put
Telling
a-
y'all, if SPY freaking rejects.
Put a little line there. Just change the color. That's the same.
Put a line there.
Yeah, change the color to blue or something. Not,
How do I change the color? How do I do that? Hold on.
edit properties.
Add a drawing?
No,
No.
edit properties of the line up top.
Edit properties up top.
Oh yeah, the first one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
And then see if you see a color option. Yeah,
And then why you want her to change the color?
color to the bottom.
See if we hit that.
Yeah,
See if we
the
hit
color,
that.
the color to the bottom. Yeah, I think.
Hold on,
is it-
where's that? Let me
Oh yeah, color.
color. Like where?
Now go back. You had go to the right a little bit. It came visible as black. So
Oh, okay. So you have to figure look
right
down
in
a little bit.
up a little
Yeah,
bit.
and pick a color.
Ah,
Yeah,
You're
can't see
trying
the
to
color.
find it.
You're not seeing colors?
Dude, let's make it a big width.
Yeah.
Color.
There was a color somewhere in there. It's black.
Yeah. So did it work? It didn't work.
I just made a big ass line.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to take it off.
Londell, you causing trouble already so early.
No, I mean I want to watch that there.
He's better with the computer system than me,
I
okay?
watch that there. Hey,
That's okay. Your benefit is our benefit too.
yes, I want to show you something with Walmart, which is crazy. It's crazy. It's like, look at this.
Whoa.
Can I share my
Because you want to do what?
Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Londell. Oh,
You know we be liking
picture.
when you share your screen.
That's
All
right. This is making you a teacher, huh?
That's right.
She is looking forward
I
to
know,
me.
get mindful to
Making a
charge.
fool of myself. Making a fool of myself. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, we.
Okay.
Oh,
So, this Walmart, right?
yeah.
This I call this what you call it? Supply,
It's a supply zone.
right? And
Mhm.
you have this kind of rising wedge here, channel,
Oh, yeah.
right? That's coming up on this on the top of this rising wedge again.
Mhm.
Yep.
And this this supply zone is scary, right? Because
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, so I'm like looking at this 160 level and being like, okay, it could bust through, but the
It's a
170,
reject.
No, but hold on, Londell. So your supply zone, that's 160.
yeah,
But remember, was it just day before Walmart had gone to 161 some? So it has busted through
It
already.
rejected. Yeah, but it had.
Yeah, and then it rejected. So we know it might probably
but you
have
look
about a
here,
couple more
look
tries.
here, you see right here,
Yeah.
what happened here before in
Mhm.
January.
Yeah.
I mean, in when's this? It's March, February, right?
Mhm.
And same thing happened. Hit that supply zone, rejected.
Yeah, came back down.
I seen that too. I think it was like 2 rejections. If you go to the I think it's the weekly or the monthly, go to a higher time frame. It's been about 2
Mhm.
rejections in that area already.
Yeah, so that's why I think that it's right to bust through because
It could see
been
how
there
that
before.
pit over there. See that
Yeah.
tip, but it didn't close above the 160.
Right.
So you see that high of 160.77. And then see that next tip that hit 160 and closed way below. Yep, that's the second rejection.
Yep.
So the only reason why, I see a potential with this one now, because if you look at this last candle on the weekly, see how that candle opened above the 159.7. Now, if you look at if you look at all of the prior rejections, so you see how that one tip
they
rejected, but you see how they closed way below, right? And you've seen all the sellers in the area. So look at the last time when it rejected 160.77. That's a reversal candlestick. So you see how much it freaking powered up, you know, for those few months, created a reversal candlestick, and they could not close above the 159.17, which was that highest. So yeah, I see.
We're getting close to a breakout.
But maybe, but Londell is right. It is something you want to keep an eye on, because this 160 has been rejected times prior, which is a supply zone. But the only thing that makes this one different is that candle. You see how that candle opened up above that resistance that it kept rejecting prior. So remember, when you have an opening of a candle, it could be an indication of a break. So when I see that opening of the candle, that's why I said we need to stay above this. If we stay above 150, it's still a good sign that we're breaking, because if you look at all of the candles below the 150, all of this rejection, and it's been a lot of rejection in that area. So still staying above 150 is still holding it for right now. But if we can keep it above that 158 area this month, that's even more signs that we do want to go. Now, when I see all of this price action, now I'm looking at my indicators. So if you look at the slow RSI, you see how it's kind of like pointing up a little bit, like it's making bullish patterns. And look at all the lows before, like all of the little lows. It's been
I would say I caught it like right here.
So like, and you see how it's kind of pointing up above 50. Now, this is not the only time frame that's showing me that. Go to the monthly. All right. So if you look at the indicators on the monthly, you see how on the slow RSI, it's kind of creating that W for a double bottom pattern. It's got enough room to kind of make it across. And also, that's why I said this month, we want to close out above 158. If we can close above 158, you see the difference prior to prior rejections? It's the closing. If we can just close above that freaking level, then that would be signs. Yeah, we want to keep pushing. But to be cautious, we definitely want to make sure that we are paying attention to that 160, that he's right, because it's rejected in the past. Now, breakouts are this is a breakout trade, so breakouts are very risky, right? So what we're doing is we're trading a strategy of a breakout trade. So that's why it's very important that we maintain our stops, because if it does reject 160, it's going down.
True, but it still gives us an opportunity to benefit from a $2 or $3 moves based on our entries. So it's still a win-win. That's how I look at it.
You just gotta
just stop.
You gotta pay attention, and you know, you gotta that's why we gotta watch them every day. Now with these, you don't really gotta micromanage them, you know, like we do with the day trading. But
if you have your stops in, I gotta do that.
Exactly. When you have your stops in, you don't have to micromanage, but you definitely want to look at it every day to see your opening and closing. Go to the 1 minute. Let's see where they're at right now. You can't really see, but they're at about 159.7, 159. Go to the 1 hour.
Less noise.
Yeah, they're
trying. You've really been chatting this, huh?
I'm following along. That's right.
And this is good. This is good practice, because when you guys start paper trading and when you start live trading, at least you know how to set your targets, you know how to stay on top of your stuff, and you know how to you can eliminate a lot of risk. So even though we have our stop at 153, if we feel like the shit's not we need to get the fuck out because it's just it's way too bearish and it's a big rejection, we could get out before 153. You can get out around 155 if you feel like it's no good. You don't want to even wait that far, but that's just a matter of you monitoring your stocks, like you guys monitor your bank account, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's
But you know, there's what you're doing here. This is the most effective of them all because it kind of beats like just teaching the fact that we're trying to take plays together and monitoring the stocks. That is going to teach us in a way nothing else would, you know.
Yeah. And that's
So,
the thing, because once you graduate, and you guys done a lot of day trading too. So remember, I said teach you guys in class that you need to go through your process of day trading so that you can see
yes,
patterns forming.
yes,
Because you're going to start looking at it, you're going to start seeing the patterns the same, but on a higher level. So you
Mhm.
have to be a little bit more patient with the higher time frames, especially when you're going further out, and you got to allow the patterns to play out. And yeah, with the only thing about swing trading is you got to trust in your strategy.
Yes.
You gotta trust in your strategy. So when you see the way things are moving and stuff like that,
Playing out, yep, but
Yeah.
seeing it playing out now is like gaining us confidence, because this right here has been the most effective for me, like just watching it, like
Oh, yeah.
brought back that excitement, and we doing it together, so it felt
Yeah.
like, you know, we are working on a project.
Yeah, I miss this.
we got to
So
work
I
on
love it.
this catalyst stuff too, guys. I keep saying I'm going to make this PowerPoint for us so we can do our pre-market homework. But we got
Yeah,
to.
you'll get to it when
I
you'll
got
get to it.
I got them to fix that TD not Charles Schwab. So what happened is you have to turn on that auto, like when you change when it changed over to the Charles Schwab,
Uh-huh.
you have to go back and change on the auto rules, right? You have to enable auto rules in order for the
Oh.
conditions to show.
Mine just defaulted. I guess it's maybe, how long have you had yours for? I had mine like 7, well, maybe 6, 7 years now.
Oh no, I know mine's that long. Probably
Maybe
about-
that's why, because mine just defaulted. So I'm thinking it just, you know what I mean? Because I've
Yeah.
had it so long. I don't
Yeah,
know.
once I turned it back on, it came back. Yeah.
Nice. Are you
Okay.
glad?
I was able to put
Uh,
my order.
Yeah, because now you can choose your prices instead
Yep.
of like how much the contract is and doing all that calculation. You can just choose the prices per
Mhm.
share. Yeah, it's way easier that way too, because then that's what you're normally studying. You're studying where the prices are at, you know? So
Yeah.
it makes it a lot easier. Yep. But yeah, that 355.92 on QQQ, guys, that's a suspect right there.
Did Microsoft? I didn't watch the earnings, but did they bomb on the earnings? Why did it fall?
Yeah, Londell, they went up to 4. They were playing around, right? And they went up, but then it looked like they started to climb up. They went to 346, 347, and then next thing you know, they were back down.
They hit a high of 354.
But
Yeah,
why? Was it bad earnings?
No, they were as good as Google. They were really good, and it was shocking. Google was flying, and Microsoft was tanking.
Something happened. Something that I don't know. Probably the analysts. I'm
So
gonna
I said maybe the earnings guidance something, because
it had to be the guidance or something. But I'm gonna check.
but at the time they were tanking, the guidance, it was not out yet. They had not done the call yet. So, but I was happy though, because I'm like, it's a potential opportunity to rise back up.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's not exactly. That's what.
Yeah, this is the potential for a buy-in. As long as
Yeah.
they can hold
Yes.
this, hold this area, this is the potential for a
Right
buy-in.
there, yeah. But I don't want to catch a falling
Exactly.
knife. I don't want to catch a falling knife. That's the thing.
I mean, they're pretty much back down here. What were they at?
But they had done that when was
35. Look at this. They're back here. Let's go back to the weekly. They're back down here at the bottom.
right.
But they gotta hold it. You know what I mean? Like that was a big fall. They gotta hold it.
That's what we'll be watching for.
Yeah. They can hold it, and it's a good opportunity to take it back up. But this is this was last week. This is a lot of selling. See this candle right here on Microsoft, like how they hit the high, came all the way back down. That's a lot of sellers. This is a big selling.
But Desiree, Microsoft has been on the go for a while though. I mean, they were bound to pull back. They had reached a high of 366, man.
Yeah, if they don't hold this area, we know next.
I wouldn't mind. They could be a falling knife. They're too expensive. I remember when I had bought Microsoft for under $100 or just a little over $100. Now they're like three something.
They can't hold this area here. We're coming back down here. But like you said, Microsoft is overbought. Look here on the weekly. They're like so freaking overbought. They're
Exactly
92. Yeah, they're about 92 right now.
Desiree,
Even if they come back, look, this is what I'm saying. Like, you see this big pullback, this
right.
big, even if they come back here, it's still just a little ass move down. It's not even really nothing for real. Like,
No, they need to fall down to make it a double top. They need to fall
double
down.
bottom.
No, double top, because that almost looks like double top right there.
On the market, yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
So they need to come down some more. Come down to that.
Yeah, if they break this flag if they break below this level, because they're down here right now. If they close below this level here at the end of this week, yeah, they may break this little flag here and pull back. This could be an indication that there's a lot of sellers here.
That would be good. I'll be watching them like a hawk.
Yeah, but it's always good that when they fall, because once they get down to the lowest point, it's going to be a lot cheaper too. And it's a better opportunity to really get up. So
Desiree, I had to ask you, so is there a point, you know how you say they're overbought, like right now it's at 92, is there a point where it becomes so overbought that it just can't stay? At what number, is there a number that you'd be looking at?
nah, because to be honest, I mean, between the average of, because sometimes they can go like crazy. I've seen some at like 98, you know what I mean? But I mean, they're not going to get past 100. But they can extend where they consolidate. Once they get up here, they consolidate. See how, and then go. See this consolidation? This was
right.
This area for them to keep going.
So my point is, let's just say they got to 99. I mean, would that be a sign that they are about to break that? I mean, how long can they
possibly,
stay?
But sometimes even if they're far above, what makes them go down a little bit, they could just stay in one place for a long time and consolidate. Yeah, because remember, when they consolidate, it's going down. I mean, this would all here, but sometimes you'll get it where it should. But if it like just stays here and then the stocks just consolidate, say for like a month or so, it could start bringing it down slowly. And
so the reason I'm asking, so I'm saying, like, let's say that happens, right? And at that point, say it's about 98. So, eventually it's going to slowly come down. If you had bought a contract, like to go long, like a year's out, would that be a good thing?
Nah, because I wouldn't buy a year's contract with it up like this.
A put. No, I mean, I would for a put.
Yeah. I mean, because eventually they got to come down. You know what I mean? So if you buy a put up here, because remember, you're buying puts at resistance and overbought, right? That's the principle.
Oh, you thought I was talking about no.
Yeah.
I like puts as much as calls, so I was talking about a put. Londell, you're hearing that, right, Londell?
But calls are going to be when it's oversold at support. Puts are going to be when it's resistance and at overbought. So yeah, even if you took a put over here in this area at an overbought, that would not be, a bad situation. That's like, remember when I went in Apple but I ended up getting stopped out? I'm going to show you. It's the same principle, right? It's resistance.
Yes.
Right, at overbought. So that's why I said it really wouldn't be advantageous to buy a call when you're at resistance and you're overbought. That's like you day trading, right? And you're taking a call now when it's already reached its top resistance point and it's overbought on the hourly. Would you buy a call then? Nah. So it's the same principle. It's just, except that it's just with a bigger view. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. You know why I asked that, Des?
Why?
Because I wanted to add that to my list when I'm looking at stocks to see which of those have been overbought for a long time.
At the top and overbought, so you can get some puts plays.
That's correct. Some long puts.
I determine like if it's a upward trend, right? Then I'm gonna do more calls. If it's a downward trend, I'm gonna do more puts. So the trend is going to determine what
Yep.
Put season, if I'm in the put season, if it's a downward trend, I'm gonna be in the put season looking for rejection.
Yeah.
Londell, I don't care where they come out as long as it spells money.
The only thing is when you guys go live, I would just recommend maybe three trades because you got to really monitor your stocks. You don't
Yeah.
want to
Yes,
just neglect
yes.
them, right? So if you start getting too many, you might find yourself neglecting your stocks.
Oh,
So
I learned
Yeah.
that the hard way. There's
Yeah, me too.
like
Hold
you,
on top
I
of
have your strategy where you said, like, it's best to trade two or three stocks at a time. And
Yeah.
that's my thing. I mean, I look at a lot, but when I'm taking the plays, it's gotta be, two or three.
Bye
Well,
bye.
exactly.
two.
And if I have two open, I'm gonna close them before I get into more.
Yeah.
Yes,
Because
yes,
you want to focus on them, right? And if
yes.
you start to have too many plays in at the same time, like it's just neglecting them. It's very easy to do, especially.
Well, for me, I'd forget. Like sometimes I forget, and then when I go, it's too late where I could have made a killing, and now I have to, I have nothing.
Yeah, they rejected
Forgot
this
them.
flag here. This shit is so fucking predictable. You see how like they neglected the top. I mean, they rejected the top here. I mean, at
Mhm.
some point stocks break out, but we don't never know when it's gonna break out. We just
Yeah,
got
there's so many triple, quadruple top, quad
Oh,
top.
that's his reach.
triple toss.
Yeah, yeah, but can you check SoFi?
Sophie, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so mad with this stinking stock. I gave up on it and sold all my shares, and then all of a sudden, literally the week after that things went up, spiraled up.
yeah. SoFi has been in such a
Yeah, they're at this. That's why, because they're at this 200 MA. And remember, there's going to be a lot of tug of war here.
mhm.
But they did open above this level here. But can they hold it? See how they opened above this? Well, they opened above this level last month, and you can see they're trying to push above here, and they're holding it. But can they keep holding it? What's this? 9.3.
I would have been happy if I had gotten $9 for it. I bought it at like almost $11 per share and sold about $5.
Coming back down here.
But on the daily, it has such volatility that it's such a good swing, like not swing, but
Huh.
scalping stock.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
yeah, it moves.
I'm afraid of them.
Up here.
But it moves. It's not the stock really moves. Like
Now, maybe now.
And if they can push past this 200 MA, we could get somewhere. But they're like consolidating over here in this area. But you can see all these, they're trying to hold.
Yeah,
This
they
is the
are.
flag here. See, this is a bullish flag. This is the pole, bullish flag. But we got this is a pretty strong resistance. They haven't pushed above this resistance, in a while here. You can see all the prior. So this is a push and pull here. That's why I like to see stocks above the 200 MA.
Yes.
Even with the HR, you see how I looked on the weekly and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
shit, we can stay above the 200 MA because now if you can stay above the 200 MA, now you're over a big hump. It's like, going freaking up a hill, but you're still going up the hill because you got a lot of resistance, as you're going up the hill and you're elevating. But as soon as you get up there, if you can pass this 200 MA, then that's a good sign. But even here, you can see they couldn't even they did pass it, but you can see they closing below.
They come back. But Desiree, because of you, so if I'm trading a stock and it's below the 200 MA, as soon as it starts to approach that, I'm out. I wait for it to pass before going back.
Because that damn 200 MA, that's the reason why I only use the 200 MA. I used to use all of them, and I did like everybody else. You know how if all the moving averages are above the stock and then they do the little turn and like they kind of like overlap each other. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the confluence is like,
Yeah, I used to use them that way, but now I just use the 200 MA because I just feel like the 200 MA is solid on all the time frames, and it kind of helps me gauge like if the stock is like strong or if it's weak, depending on where it's at. But here, like we're above it, yes, right now, and even here we're above it, and we're staying in this area. But for the higher time frames, I would like for them to see them push above it in order to have more movement going forward. Because if not, we could just reject over here, come back down. See, we're like heading down now. We could even come back down to the 200 MA. So this area here is very tough, very strong resistance area. Not until we break above this damn 200 MA here on the weekly. We got to get above there. But oh, I meant to go to the monthly. But you know, we're coming up. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is this is where the 200 MA is on the monthly. So we got to break above this level here where these little things are in order to keep having some more momentum. If not, we'll just reject and come back down.
Yeah.
Where that's at on the weekly. Yeah, you can see here, this was a resistance area here, strong resistance area, because all of this below was support. So if we don't hold this, we could, I'd say bring it up here. It'll come back down here. So, yeah, that's my only, but you could play between those zones, but that's my only thing here is this area here is it's a very strong barrier up here on the weekly. That's it. But if we bust through this shit, they're gone. They're gone. If we can get above it, and stay, then that's a good sign that they want to take off. But if not, they're gonna come back down and reject. Yeah. What do we have for earnings today? Anybody know?
Yeah, we had some stuff before the bell. Oh, Londell would know because Londell was on your chart.
I don't know, let me check. I haven't checked. Do I have it up? Oh my goodness. I sent it yesterday. I didn't keep it on my thing. Hold on. Where did I move that?
Man, Netflix hit a low of 425. See, that's why I don't trust these people. I don't trust Netflix no more. They hit a support here. This is 419. They're back at 425, which is about right here. They're back at the support. So they're consolidating in the support here. But if they can hold it, you know, there may be some potential with them. Nah, they're overbought too. Because see how Wanda, you see how they're above the 200 MA? This is what I'm saying. Like if the stock can hold the 200 MA,
yes,
it's not such a strong barrier. And right now, going below the 200 MA would be below like 409. But if we can hold this 200 MA, then at some point, you know, we could potentially bust through this level here. But they're playing in this area too. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks over here in this area. And remember, stocks can consolidate between 8 to 11 candles before a breakout is average. So that would be like, you know, 8 to 11 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're about on 8 weeks right now, but we are overbought. 88. Yeah.
Today we have Meta, Facebook, Boeing, Coca-Cola.
yeah, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Boeing too. Boeing is today. Oh, sure.
Yeah. AT&T, ServiceNow.
Yeah, they've been going for a while.
Yeah, some people think AT&T is coming back, but I don't know. Shoot, I wouldn't touch that.
See what Facebook is on. Oh goodness.
What did they do to Boeing now? Oh, Boeing shut up.
Isn't Facebook FB?
I think
No, it's Meta. Isn't it Meta?
I thought they went to Meta, yeah.
Oh, they went to Meta. That's
Yeah.
This is Facebook. Well. Whatever. Yeah, they're at a support here. Yeah, they're coming. They're
Ooh.
very bearish though right now.
What did they have earnings today?
Ooh, this is a freaking. Oh my God, this is
They have earned their earnings are after hours today.
Oh, so that's why. Yeah. Oh shoot.
That's what they look like on the month.
Londell, you see Boeing?
No, let me see.
It's at 221 now.
Yeah, Bowen was yeah,
It was
Bowen,
214.
yeah, before market hours, right? Yeah.
If I did lotto trade, I'd probably do a put. Look at this.
And
Look at
on
this.
on who? Facebook? Ooh.
Yeah, Meta. Yeah, look at this. This is a selling. This is the sellers in the area.
Yeah, they're pushing it down.
See how it was resistance here, held the support, broke below,
Monthly.
back up here. It looks like it's some selling pressure. Weekly, you're overbought. You done had this selling, and then the next week you had a lower one. Could be a potential reversal over here. And then daily, you're at the support, but hey, look, you're putting down.
Mm.
For some time. Yeah, this is, and then even on these higher time
That
frames.
looks like Put City.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, I just saw Bowen. Sorry, you.
What's
Yeah.
the ticker? What's the ticker?
BA.
BA. Yeah, man. Boeing is flying.
Oh,
Shoot.
yeah, they had earnings.
Yes, they had this morning before the bell, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that's why probably Amazon is they want to the federal trade trying to break up Amazon. The heck?
They just broke out of this here. This resistance level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This was 7 months of consolidation right here.
You serious?
This little, oh, let me see. This is.
Wow.
Yeah, that's 7 months of consolidation there. And look how many weeks.
Blue flag.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's more. There's a lot. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to keep going, but this is a lot of weeks here of consolidation in this rectangle above the 200 MA. See, above the 200 MA, a lot of consolidation, and that was around 215. So 224, yeah, that's a breakout if they can hold it. So 215 is like, what did I say that they hit the high of? Oh, 224. That's about right there. Look at all that resistance. The breakout. It's nice to see these patterns. Now, if they bust above that, 236.
236.
Would be your breakout target. And look at this. You see how this here from 2 to like 215 or whatever this is, 217 to 236.
Yes.
This one, 198 to 216. That's about $18.
That's it.
So
Right.
218 to 236. That's about $18 too, right?
Yes. Yes.
See how it doubles. Yeah.
Wow. Price target could be 236. But it's up 221.
Yeah, and I wanted to see where it looks like when they open, but yeah, they hit it. They're 224, but the last time they hit 223, they rejected. So they're coming back on this resistance.
So that's where the next resistance is.
This is the next resistance. Yep. And if they break past this resistance wall, then your target would be up here. That would be about like your midline. You know how when we're on the hourly and we create 3 lines?
Yeah.
Support to resistance. You got the support, the first resistance. If we break through it, becomes the new support. Then you got the second resistance. So yeah, that would be about where it's at right now.
See, that's how some people get stuck, right? Because, say the bell open and they say it's at 220 some, so they would run and jump in, not knowing there's a resistance.
There's a resistance, yeah, so you got to wait for it to come back.
Exactly.
This would be now what it just broke out of would be your new support for entry. Exactly. And that's the thing. You got to be very strategic with your entries. You got to be very strategic. You got to like wait, because a lot of times, and that's the psychology in the trading, you see it going and going and going, and you just want to go and chase the trade, but you're getting at it at the top, right? You just get too excited. Like,
that was the game changer.
That was the game changer. That too.
But that's what you had brought to the table. That was the game changer for a lot of us, because that helped me understand, why, supposedly winning trades took a downturn, because the entry and exit is just super important.
Oh yeah, entry, exit, and stops. That's like really, like, once you start to learn how to analyze charts now, and once you get a grip on it, now your next lesson is to start finding your targets and being very strategic with your targets. And also always having stops, because remember, I told you guys, you'll get stopped out a lot. Don't get afraid.
Yes, you did.
And people, that's the thing, like, because they get into trades and like they're afraid to get stopped out. And it's like, you can't be in this industry if you're afraid to get stopped out.
Yeah, I used to be there.
It's like playing basketball, and the only thing you're doing is trying to score, and you waiting, like, you're not defending.
You must like basketball, Londell.
Yeah, you just waiting to score. You're waiting to score, and every time the opponent gets the ball, you allow him to shoot, and wait until it's your turn, and then the opponent is also playing defense and offense, but you only play offense.
he used to play basketball there.
Yeah.
I should have known.
No, that makes sense though. You're never
any sport, whether it's football, soccer,
you're right.
volleyball, whatever. If you're only playing offense, you're gonna lose the game.
Exactly. Exactly. That's actually a very good, analogy, because it's true. If you're constantly just trying to get in it and like chase the trade, or you don't put protection on your trade, because you just, like you said, you're always just you're playing offense, but you're not defending your capital, or you're not defending what you want.
Like, you don't have any goal. You don't have any goalie on the soccer team.
Yeah. And also, guys, you know what I had to clear out in order to like heal myself when it comes to like getting out of trades is attachment. We struggle with attachment, whether it's attachment to things, it's attachment to people, it's attachment to items, it's attachment to something, right? And a lot of times we hold on to this attachment because of ego, right? Either we're just trying to fill some voids inside of us. I don't know, but we get attached to certain things for whatever reason. When we master detachment and we're able to detach, like, it really helps in this industry, because sometimes we can hold on to stocks out of attachment.
Yes,
attached to it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, trust me, I've been there.
So it's like getting out of that mind frame of attachment and letting them go. When they're not serving us, we just let them go, and we do it with ease. And sometimes our ego or something that is holding on, wanting us to hold on to it is
loyalty.
Yeah, right.
It's painful. That's a painful process.
It is a painful process. But getting out of that attachment addiction also, helps us to let go when we know that.
Yeah. If you don't set stops, you're gonna be Googling how to get out of a losing trade.
Yeah. True. Let the computer do it for us. That's what let us let it do the emotional work for us. We don't gotta decide. We decide when our brains are active and we're putting in our strategy and we're making, right? Yeah. So then we put it in there for a reason and a purpose. So just let it play out. But if we
make a decision, you make a decision when you're sober, not drunk.
Exactly. I love these analogies. Yeah, because you can definitely feel like that drunk high when you're in your head. It's like, no, I'm not getting out. No, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna wait. And your mind's not in the right place. Oh man, that is too funny. But as of right now, guys, in terms of like the temperature for the day, you guys see where we're at. We're freaking coming back down on this shit here, like this 454 level. Like, I don't know what we want. I don't know where we want to go right now at this point. I'm a little confused. Yeah, we just gotta.
Does new home sales affect the market?
It has because for some reason it's saying if it's telling whether the economy is strong or not, and that's a measure. When the Fed speaks, he also talks about the strength of the economy and stuff like that. So yeah, it does. But how?
Because I'm wondering on LinkedIn, right? It said that Microsoft had laid off nearly 200 workers. Could that be the reason in San Francisco? Could that be the reason for some of their downtrend? I thought that used to be a good thing.
I thought it used to be a good thing to be managing costs, right? You're taking
Well, maybe now the economy is settled, it's not so good anymore, huh?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, look, we just opened up on the 4 hour. The 9 o'clock just got a new candle, and look at this. This is the 4 hour where it just closed. This is
Oh
the
no!
candle that just opened, which it just opened lower. So it's either gonna stop here and it's gonna be support, and we'll keep running, or
What is the support, Des?
it's the 454 because remember we closed a little bit above it.
Oh, that's SPY. I'm sorry, I thought that was
This is SPY. No, this is 454. I'm trying to look at the volume right now. If we can hold this 454, we can keep going. But if we lose it, we're back down to where we've been.
Frankly, I don't care about SPY right now.
Yeah, look at this. This is going down, but SPY is our marker, guys, our marker for the market, So, and look at this, it's down here, like, and there's really no volume pre-market. That's why, I don't know. Look at this. This could be I don't know, guys. I don't know.
I kind of have it the other way though, Des. For me, because SPY is made up of the stock. So I always look at where the biggest stocks go, because that to me in my head tells me where SPY is gonna go.
Yeah, well,
they're moving SPY.
possibly, but think about this. Think about like with the streaming, right? If you got five streaming companies under right? And all the streaming companies are doing good, but one is tanking, your ETF is still going to do good, right? So it takes like a collective of them in order to really push it down.
True. So that's why I would look at the top 5 ones or top 3.
Top 5, top 10. Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
And that's kind of why we kind of do an overview of different stocks and stuff. But at this time, I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks or the last month or whatever, we're at resistance on the higher time frames. So the only thing we can do is just stay cautious. I mean, remember, stocks can bust through levels. We've seen them bust, push through resistance, right? And then they have a big downfall, when we least expect it. But we know that it has to come at some point. So we just kind of got to stay aware. And we just know, and even though like we've been talking about how strong this resistance area is, for some time, and we still haven't truly pushed above it yet. So we just want to stay cautious of it, If it pushes through, great, we'll go to the next resistance level. But at the same time, we just need to stay aware, because if SPY does reject, you're going to see a lot of red everywhere. Okay. That means there's going to be a lot of red in the market. And so we just gotta stay aware. And I don't know, that QQQ pin bar at 355, that didn't sit with me too well. So we'll see what these feds got to say at 2 o'clock.
But I know, Des, before you go, could you check Baba?
Baba,
yeah.
Oh, I used to trade Baba more.
Me too. I love Baba, but I'm a little wary of it right now.
All the Chinese stuff I got.
Yes, exactly. But it had Jesus. Is that Baba?
Yeah, this is the
that's when I had left it, because it had a girl that started to go down, and then I was like, okay, I'm not checking.
Yeah, they're good for swings, like holding them out a couple months. Yep.
Yes. But it looked like they're back doing their thing, because they had gone from 90 to 97 today. So but I don't know if it's going down.
I don't know, because they look like they're trying to bust through this resistance level right here. See,
what's that number? I can't see.
This here is 94.08, and you can see how we're pointing up here on the weekly here.
Oh man.
And we're down here at support. Trying to do something.
Trying to break through.
Here, we're down on the bottom. Remember, calls always at the bottom, support. I mean, even we're downtrending right now, so we got to be careful.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can see how it's kind of coming up a little bit. It's trying to do something. That's on the monthly. The weekly.
I need to go back to 90 or 89 or something like that.
You got to break through this resistance, which is
the 94.
Yeah, 0.08.
I'll be watching it too.
This is 94.08. We stayed above it. Let me see. We closed at 94.98 yesterday. We're at 94.61.
8.
Yeah. And we got a little bit of momentum here. If we can close above this level here, this 94 level, but I don't know. We get up here and then we.
Shoot, who the heck knows what? I'm more in for after today as it gets closer to the time to see, because I have a feeling the market's gonna stop being volatile, because who the heck knows what Powell is gonna say.
Yeah, be careful with them. They're just up here right above this level here, so they're like real volatile.
Okay.
Now you see how this is up and then down.
Mm-hmm.
You want them to hold. 94.08 is the level that you want to hold before Friday, because that would be, if we can open up above it, you could see there's a little bit of change.
Mm-hmm.
The last time, this would be your next resistance, 102.12.
102.
If it can hold above.
Wait a minute, 102.
If it can hold above 94.08 for close on Friday, then your next then it would be a break above this level. Then your next resistance level would be 102. I'd say about 102.
That's not bad. I mean, that's not a bad jump from 94 to 102. That's like $8. So with Baba, that's a lot.
Yeah. And you can see how they're kind of pointing up. So again, you just want to break above this level here, and you'll be able to see this on Monday or Friday after close. See if they can close above it. But guys, remember, I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's true.
A reminder.
Londell and I will try to leave. Londell, one day you'll be hosting. So
one day you'll be over, Ruth. You've been in this longer than me.
Yeah, when I'm out, I'm gonna be like, Londell, take over.
That's correct.
You getting nice on the charts, Londell.
Ruth's been in this longer than me.
Londell, I'll co-host, but you'll be in charge, man.
Very nice. Like, I don't know for you, I just see like you're nice on the charts, but you're starting to do more strategizing. You're getting into the habit of being more strategic, with your plays. And that's what you have to do. You have to be strategic. Yes, it's good to be able to analyze. Yes, it's good to be able to, find your entries and exits and analyze your charts and try to predict potential direction. But without that discipline of strategy, then you need it all.
Yep.
You need the offense and the defense.
Yep.
Strategies, everything. And you have to learn to switch up as the market switches.
You gotta stay sober, okay? You gotta
stay sober. I like it.
and be flexible, change as the market changes.
And get out of the attachment.
Des, you helped me big time with that. I'm no longer attached. I will switch.
That's how I was on Netflix. I was so freaking attached to Netflix in my life. That's how I lost so much money, thousands of dollars.
And that's why you don't want to go back.
Because I don't trust them right now. Like they're
trust me, I see that.
Look, after you get into a marriage and you get betrayed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trust out the door.
I love it how isn't that weird? Everything you do in life has a correlation.
Yeah. And that's what the market teaches you. And that's why like in our foundational course we talk about, that's why I go into like psychology and like mastering yourself, because it's literally like your life. If you can master your life, you can master this market, because whatever you do in your life and whatever problems you have and addictions you have, and we talk about emotions and attachment, all this stuff, it follows you in the markets.
Yes.
So you're able to start working on those things within yourself, it follows you in the market, right?
Yep,
So
you
it's
sure
like
taught me that.
like being a trader helps you to see where like a lot of your problems are.
Yes, seriously, Des. I mean, when you said that, I mean, you taught that to me, and that helped me kind of develop and change certain things because I was aware.
And it's all a progress because we may be able to like work through our stuff and then go back to the old routine, and then we start losing money and we're like, oh shit, okay, we need to get out of this. We gotta wake back up, right?
Yes,
So it
yeah.
kind of forces you to be constantly like working on yourself. Because trust me, if you fall off and you get out of focus, it follows you back. This is not,
Yes.
this is not just something you say, oh, let me go hire a broker and let him figure it out for me. No, you can't just invest all this money and have someone figure it out for you. You need to understand what you're doing.
Yes.
And you can't just start, purchasing a bunch of shares and then just letting it go and then, not even like paying attention to your stuff.
That's so
Because then you'll get scared and start selling out your whole retirement portfolio when we get a
Yep, trust me, I've been there.
And the pullback comes, you're selling out like fucking fearful. And you're selling out at the bottom too, okay? You're selling out once it done got some support on a major pullback on the monthly.
I'm telling you, I mean, years from now, when they ask me who had the biggest effect, your name will be right up there, because I think that was a game, like I said, that was a game changer for me, and it
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. And you guys teach me too. Like the only reason I can do so well with what I do is because in order to become well, you also have to not experience it, but teach it too. And that's a lesson when you can do both. It's like offense and defense. It just enhances
Londell and his basketball.
I know, that was a good analogy. I'll put it in the curriculum. You gotta offense and defense. and the whole drug part, you know what I mean? You gotta
yes. See, there you go again in life. Everything you do is correlated. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you all have a good morning, and I'll see you on Friday.
I take care. You enjoy your day.
Londell, go make some money.
Bye.
Bye-bye.